We finally got the trailer for She-Hulk, and I am over the moon excited. But watching the trailer got me thinking, She-Hulk is an attorney. I'm an attorney. Are there other superhero attorneys? I've got a list. Stick around. What's up? I'm Lawyer Wynton. I'm an entertainment attorney. I'm a nerd. I love to go to the gym, and I absolutely love movies and television. So when I tell you, when I saw this trailer for She-Hulk come out the other day, I was absolutely ecstatic. I am so excited to see this when it finally comes out. But seeing this trailer really got me thinking, because I'm a massive nerd, love comic books. What other attorney superheroes are there out there? So I put together a quick list, just 5. Stick around and let me know who your favorite of this list is, and if I miss any, let me know if you know of any other superhero attorneys. Drop them in the comments. So to start off the list, we're gonna start with the obvious, the one that most of you, if you're here, you're a nerd, you probably know about, is Daredevil. This is Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock. He is arguably one of the most well-known superheroes in comics as of today. There are others, but he's arguably one of the most well-known because he had a movie that came out that was played by Ben Affleck. Didn't really like it, but his most recent series on Netflix, highly recommend. Go watch it. It is fantastic. This superhero, he was blinded by radioactive materials. Being blinded by radioactive materials gave him a heightened radar superpower sense. He's also got amazing detective skills. He's an awesome attorney. He often represents fellow superheroes and gets them through their legal matters. And he's just an all-around badass. Next on the list, number 2, is a federal prosecutor by the name of Kate Spencer. So this is Kate Spencer. Like I said, she's a federal prosecutor that was, of course, jaded by the system. As she was working as a federal prosecutor, she kept seeing these supervillains work their way through the justice system and come out scot-free with no consequences. So she decided she had had enough. She decided she was gonna take it into her own hands. So what did she do? What anybody else would do. She went and took weapons that had been confiscated from supervillains and became Manhunter. This is Manhunter. She is a federal prosecutor. She's an attorney. She is number 2 on my list. This is Kate Spencer. Number 3 on the list is a district attorney by the name of Paul Johnstone. So Paul Johnstone is Shadowhawk, and I pulled up this Google page of just images of the cover art for the Shadowhawk series runs, because I always thought growing up Shadowhawk had some of the best cover art just out there. His costume is amazing. But if you don't know anything about Paul Johnstone, aka Shadowhawk, he's an attorney by day. He is this silver clad vigilante by night. But one of the plot devices for his run was that he was one of the, if not the first, HIV positive superheroes to be featured, prominently featured in a comic book run. Next on the list is one of my all-time favorite characters who's an attorney. He's not a superhero. He is a villain. And of course, I am talking about Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. We know him, we love him. Of course, if you know Two-Face, you know he was brilliant. He was a brilliant prosecutor. He was incorruptible. He was the shining star of the judicial system in Gotham City until he was attacked and had acid thrown at him, and it horribly scarred the side of his face, becoming Two-Face. He became half-faced, half insane, and just lived struggling with this dual personality throughout the Batman series. And he will forever be one of my favorite attorney characters in comic book history. And of course, last but not least, one of my all-time favorites, superhero attorney, superhero loosely, is of course the undisputable Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. This was one of the most underrated shows on Adult Swim growing up, I loved this show. Well before knowing that I was going to later become an attorney. But this show was so good. And if you haven't seen Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, please go look it up. It was on Adult Swim. We were first introduced to Harvey Birdman through Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. If you know Space Ghost, me and you can be friends. And he goes to court and he defends Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters from his arch enemy, who is now a prosecutor. And it's just such a fun show to watch. All right, that's my list. I'm sure I missed some. So yell at me, tell me, who did I miss? Put it down in the comments. Are there other superheroes that you know of that are attorneys that we should all know about? I think that would be so cool to know what other superhero attorneys are out there. For now, I'm Lawyer Wynton, and I'll see you next time.